Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Okay. Still looking for the new tip. I want to get a few things done. And my neighbor keeps dropping off these things, which is good. I mean, I can always use a little saw. You're always looking for something just to have around, but you didn't want to pull out the big one and, you know, you just want to. Then he gave me these things, which I think are just a bunch of grommets, which these will come in really handy. All different types of rubber grommets. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see these coming. Actually, I could use one over there. I just did something that I can use one of these on. Anyway, that's what I'm not here for. There's a few things I got to get done. One is I'm going to turn the power off today. Get that done. He gave me a pulley as well. I got to put this back together. I broke this last night. Sometimes at night, if I'm watching, or if we're watching TV and I'm in the living room with the computer on, I'll have this in my ear or hanging on my ear so that the wife doesn't have to hear the computer. But last night I got caught on something and I snapped it open. So I gotta clean that up and take care of that. However, this is what I need to do first. First things first. This has been kicking around for a while. I gotta catch up on some of this paperwork. Hold on a minute. Now I think I have what I need to do what I gotta do here. I'm hoping I have what I need to do what I gotta do. First thing I gotta do is wipe this down. And I guess I gotta need a little Windex on it. I had this sitting over there, leaning up against this drill press. So when I was cleaning it the other day, or whenever it was I was cleaning it and oiling it, it kind of splattered all over everything. I put this together real quick. It works. It does what I need it to do. However, it's not one of those self-healing boards, which I should put a piece on here. I was going to use this, but I do use it. You see the cuts in it. For when I was doing small sign work and I needed a good strong surface, you know, little stuff. Just last year I think I made this real quick. And I just put a coat of polyurethane, or epoxy rather, on there. And then I put these down so I can kind of hold it down. If I need to hold anything down, I can. So, but it has multiple uses. However, somewhere around here, I have a piece of self-healing, it's like a rubber plate, a padding. Well, it's not rubber, but it's kind of like it. It's real. It's about maybe a little more than 1/8 of an inch thick. And when you cut it, it kind of heals. So you don't, it doesn't take you different directions when you're trying to cut it from another track. If that makes sense to you. Alright, now what I'm looking for here is, I think this is it. I ran out of laminate. Once I got rid of the big machine, I figured I really didn't need the large rolls of laminate. Now I think this is clear vinyl, and if it is, it's the same thing, maybe a little bit better actually, because the vinyl is a little bit heavier. There Yeah, it is clear. Good. So I can use that. I don't feel like getting the cutter out. Well, you know what? Maybe I should get the cutter out. Maybe I will. It might be a lot easier. It's got dust on it. Yeah, you know what? It may be a lot easier if I got the cutter out. Well, you know what? I can do it here. Because I'm taking up more over here, and I'm using less here, so that's just a lot of waste. So we'll go this way with it. Mark. Something for me to follow. When you do something, it's fine. However, if I'll do something for a friend or a customer without looking exactly, I've done businesses. But it's not the time to do, but it's not really worth using it for a friend or anything, because it's only going to come back, and you don't want to have shit happen when you're dealing with friends. Now, even though I would do it again for them, but it's still the inconvenience that they have to go through. Now, half the time I don't charge a friend anyway. I don't even charge them for the material. But I have had a few friends that complained about it, even though I didn't charge them for it. Ask me why? Alright, I'm going to want this to sit for a few minutes. I don't want to have to deal with it. Now, the only reason why this is rolling up like it is because of the paper. The vinyl itself will lay flat. I just don't feel like dealing with all the curly stuff going on when I'm trying to do something. Let me see. This is the firearm class. This is the instructor's portion. What I do is, I used to have an overlay. Now you would think that I would know all this after all these years. But I don't pay attention to the where the question is, like what's on question 4. Yeah, I'd have to look. I don't pay attention to that. You know, if I look at it, I can say, oh, okay, you know, that's 3 or whatever it may be. But sometimes when you're doing a lot of them, it's easier just to do a layover. Or just have one of these sheets, and then you pick a couple of students to do them, but you don't let them do their own naturally. You let one student do you lose. Okay, now here's what I need to do. I gotta make sure that I have the right ones. Thirteen. 13, 14, 20, and that should be right here, I'm thinking. No, that's not it. Where the hell is it? 21, there it is. that's where she starts going into true or false, and that goes there. So now let's see if we have these in order. Okay, so we have, come on, 4, 5, 7, 13, 14, 20, 21, 37, 38, 37, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, this is the one I need to use. And why I laminate them is because I'll put it, do I have one here that I can show you? Yeah. Right here. This is what I do with it. So this here way, it's right here, it's laminated, I don't have to worry about it. However, when I was reading through this one, I realized, now this is the NRA test, and I realized that there were 2 questions or answers that were wrong in here. Where the hell are they? Number 14, let me see, before cleaning a pistol, they got A, B, C, or D, which is all the above. This is all the above. They have A, pistol, the pistol is unloaded. You want to make sure that the pistol is unloaded. But it's all of them. It's all the above. So that one's wrong. You know, I'm telling you, they don't have people that know anything about guns putting these tests together. There was another one in here too, but apparently I didn't mark it. Now, the one that I just put together, let's check that one to make sure. There's another one about dry fire. When gripping, follow through, central components, before cleaning, right. Yeah, see, this one here they had, yeah, all the above. Actually, I don't know if I want to use this one or not. This one here's, it's marked right, but it has a little bit of an underline on it, and that I don't care for. Now this is an old one. Let's see what they have. It's all the above. So if you're going to clean your firearm, it's all the above. Rifling. Oh, this is the, this ain't this one. This is the law enforcement. Okay. That's one that I had written for the state. I had to go there. Well, I don't know how long I was there. Burlington County State Police Academy. The wife would know more than I do. She pays attention to that stuff. I don't. I mean, I was the one that was there, but I went with Dave. That reminds me. I keep saying I got to call Dave, and I do. And I should have called Joe. I forgot all about Joe. I haven't seen Joe in a while. Joey. Since he got married. See, now here's the problem with this on paper. When you're working on a hard surface, you can give it a little bit of a spray in case you get a bubble or it goes a little crooked on you. You can maneuver it. Well, I'm working with paper, so I don't have that luxury. If it doesn't go on straight, I'm screwed. Yeah. And just like I told you. The vinyl itself will lay flat. It's the paper on the vinyl. Is this the one I wasn't sure about? Let me think. Double-sided. Let me find. There it is. Okay. The only reason why I don't like this one is because C on number 10. No, that's right. Okay, I can use that. Good. Now I'm going to put this here. I'm wondering if I should just, no, that's what I'm going to do. I think that'll be easier. Put that there. And instead of trying to fold it over, it'll be easier to lay another one on it. And they don't have to be in order because they're double-sided, so I can put them wherever I want. This is a little tough doing it on this for 2 pieces at a time. But we'll see. We'll see. Actually, maybe I should just do it this way. Yeah, maybe I will. And let it lay over. Yeah, I'll let it do it that way. This way I'm not going to have these getting in the way. What did I do with the paper? Oh, here it is. Over here. Okay. Now is not the time to start screwing up, because if it is, check that side, check that side. Because if it does screw up, I'm going to have to reprint everything. And then I got to find it somewhere on the computer. Make all these directories, then I forget where the hell I put them. Alright, now turn it around like this, bend it in the middle, and we should be okay by laying it down like this. That's wrinkles. Okay? That noise you're hearing is the air bubbles coming out. Oh, there's a little piece of dust right there. I can get that out of there. I'm not gonna let it bother. I'm not gonna let it bother me. Okay. I'm gonna cut it, but I'm not gonna cut it too close right now. I just want to cut it because cut it down, and then I can cut it afterwards on the cutter. So I'll take it right about there. I want to give myself enough room to use the cutter, but yet get rid of all this scratch at the end that I don't need. See, this is what marks the board, because I'm cutting this at the same time. Where if I had the other stuff, it would kind of self-heal itself, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. You go to the store, you buy staples, for instance, and you go there and you buy a package of laminate. And you're going to end up spending a few bucks for it. I think the last time I bought a pack of cold press, they have hot too, where you got to put it through the machine. And for this size, I think it was $19 for 10 sheets. I'm not positive because it's been a while. Well, I can buy a roll of the stuff that I just have here. That's 50 feet long by 24 feet. 24 inches. 50 feet by 24 inches for like, I think the last time I paid anything it was $34. Now the thing is, you can use it. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's a little extra work, that's all. But it's something you get used to real quick. And if you have a little setup for it, it's really not that hard. I wouldn't recommend doing it on your kitchen table because you may end up cutting the table if you use a knife. But if you want to do it with scissors and just mark everything where you're going to cut it, then you really don't have to worry about it too much. Now again, I'm just bringing it down to size so I can get them out of the way, and then I'll bring the cutter over. It's a regular paper cutter, you know, that's all I use. Now when I had my vinyl laminate machine, I used to be able to just put a roll of laminate on it, the same size. Well, actually it was bigger. But I could have put up to, I think it was 5 feet. I don't remember now. Anyway, you just run it with a foot pedal, and it just does it all for you. There's a couple of different types. I didn't do enough of it to where I bought a real good one. I think it cost me like $4 grand or something. And once I made a little table for it, it worked out fine. Because the machine would sit here and it had a bed, and then you put your laminate or whatever you want done in behind it. And then when you hit the pedal, the rollers would start rolling, pressing it between the two rollers and bringing it out with the vinyl on it off the top roll. Well, you want to make sure that it went out straight, otherwise it would start wrinkling on you, and you got a problem. So I made a little table, so the machine was kind of countersunk into the table. So this was the machine and this was the table, so it was like right there, level with it. So when everything came off, it just went across smoothly. This your way, if I had to laminate something that was 10, 12 feet long, I didn't have a problem with it. Okay, so those are done. I went relatively quick. Let me get another sheet. want to make sure that that's not wide enough. Is that the one that I thought that wasn't going to work? Probably. Remember I said I cut it too short? That end is right. That end is right. Okay. Where's my little... Well, I just had it. What did I do with it? There she be. There she be. So anyway, guys, it's cold out today. It's been cold out the last couple, 2, 3, 4 days or better actually. It's been cold. You know, when I hear him say, it's 32 degrees down here in Florida. Well, I got a son in Florida. And I'll make sure I have room. And I know that, yeah, it does get down there. However, by the time you wake up or get up and start doing anything, it's up to 60 and 70 degrees. So it's not like you're in it all day. By the time you put your coat on, you're taking your coat off. I mean, the wife and I used to go down there in November. So even then, we used to go swimming back there. You know, we were the snowbirds. But even my son, who's been down there now for, oh, geez, 15 years, he still finds time to go swimming November, December. You know, you think he would have been acclimated to it by now, but no. Actually, he just texted me a Happy New Year. I gotta get a hold of my... Well, I sent her a text twice. I know texts are kind of impersonal, but she's working. I don't know when she works, so... And retail, they're open now, even on holidays. Yeah, they're open even on holidays now, so I don't know. But I sent them all, basically it was kind of impersonal, but I don't know what they want or what they need. So I sent them all Amazon gift cards. Yeah, what do you do? Yeah. And all but my oldest daughter in Michigan seems to have used it. Now I know she got a lot going, you know, between work and all that, but at least let me know that you got it, because, you know, if it's something I paid for and you lost it someplace, I gotta know so I can get a hold of Ann and take care of it and correct it and get it back out to you. Now I thought I heard her say, well, I thought I seen it in the text, because I was checking her email to make sure I had the right one. You know, they change their emails like they changed their underwear. Alright, so those are done. Now, what I want to do is get this out of the way. pull this out. This is an oldie. Boy, is this an oldie. I should change the blade on it eventually, or sharpen it. But it's going to need some help soon. It is, it is. It is, tis, tis, tis. No, I don't want it. Well, I don't like that end. Let's start from that end. Now, I'm not looking at the edge here because I just recut those. So if that's a little crooked, it'll all be crooked. So my first cut, I'm going to measure it right from the blade. And then I'll know I have a straight cut from there. So all the other three cuts will be okay. Okay, so now I can use a straight edge if I want. But I still check it from here. I just got used to doing that. It's underneath the blade when it's up. It isn't, it isn't. I gotta check this one out. I know I did 2 at a time. I think I should have 5. Where am I? Did I lose it up someplace? The person that got these papers, one of them was just an 8. The date is not all his so the date is an 8. All she has to do is put the date on. Go. There. Now the date wasn't already on everything, and where the signatures were, the dates weren't there. So all the dates that were really meaning anything were done. This was one little date. Now the little box is only a little bit under that. Already. And she couldn't just write the date in there. Alright, what am I looking for now? Let me see. 6. I need 7. 7, 7, 7, 7. That's not going to be it. 7. 13, so I need 14. 14. 21. This should be it right here. 28. 37. 38. Now, let's check this way. 1, 4, 10, 11, 14, 21. This was the 20? Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. Done. Now I want to put a ring on that. I want to put a ring. I said I want to put a ring. Just so happens they got a ring. Now I got to punch a hole. So I have to get the punch. I'll get this one. Oh wait, I got 2 of them here. Okay. This one may do them all. Now I only want this corner done. Let's see if I can get that in there. Well, yeah, okay, I should be able to do this. Too high. Yeah. I think that's going to happen. Medical. Well, let me see. Move it over a little bit. That may help. Yeah, alright. I have a hand punch someplace. You know, boom, boom, one. I don't know where the hell it is, but I do have one. remember when I find it to put it in the office area now. Well, whatever you want to call that area. I'll use it more over there. Now this looks like it has a, what you call it on it, but it doesn't. I'm wondering if I should put some, I was going to say put a support on it to thicken it up a little bit. You know, like those little rings that they used to put on the pages so that they wouldn't tear as much. Sucks when you haven't got fingernails. But, in this case, sucks when you do have them. I'm really thinking about putting some type of a support on this, not just counting on the vinyl. Yeah. Alright, so we are done. Done. No good. This is the NG one. It says it right on it. But I'm going to make that a little darker so I can see it. I don't want somebody to pick it up by mistake. I'll keep it here just in case. Because I know that one is bad. That one question, well, there's two of them actually, but there we are. NG, I think it was 7. 14. Okay, NG number 14 is D, meaning that's what it is. These I can use, but I'd have to double side them, meaning put one this way and the other one this way, which is okay, but sometimes it's tough when you're trying to laminate. Alright, so those are done. Yeah! Put the lock back on this. Get this out of the way.